Do 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 do. Morning. Good morning, good morning. So, what happened last night? Oh my god. Gold was looking so good for today. However, we'll take a look. But yeah. Let me just put this on here. Okay, oh, not that. Where is it? So, yeah, yesterday, I did an outlook yesterday for the group, and we discussed, where is the music? Yeah, we discussed that we wanted gold sells, either a resistance to form at 23.91, and then to close back below. But you can see here we just tanked, and I knew once we closed below 72 we were going to drive, because this zone on the 30-minute, if you look on the 30-minute, so clean. So it is a bit of a shame that we've already kind of done that, but that's fine. Let's look at the 15. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Wow, massive push at 6:45. Was there any news out at that time? Nope. So wow, massive push. Now, yeah, I think sells are going to be, I mean, potentially even more interesting later on. You can see the dailies continue down, but we are at a daily support. You can see here now, 23.61. You can see it at the daily. You can see it on the 4-hour as well. So, let me just get rid of all this shit now. Let's just start again. So, yeah, first thing, as I said yesterday, was... Actually, let me invite some people. Let's see if this works. Okay. So yeah, it's just one of those weeks. I mean, yesterday as well, gold, I wanted sells, but man... yeah, so we're all kind of looking at still potential sells, but we'll see. Let me just put this on here. Put this on here. And yeah, this is one of the things of trading, right? You know, you can analyze a chart, but it means you just got to reevaluate and do it again. So daily resistance was here. We closed below it, so I expected this next candle to make a top wick, reflip, break those, and continue down to the next support, which was here. Okay, this is the next support, and obviously we've pushed down to that pretty nicely through Asian session. Now, in terms of where the next supports are, looking at the daily, you can see we have extra supports probably around here, around these areas. Now, the reason is because we use it as support here, we use it as resistance a little bit higher up, and we use it as support here. So I'm probably going to have it a little bit higher just to make sure that we don't take the sells anywhere below these kind of levels. But this is kind of what the dailies are looking at. However, you know, we can look from potentially for drives later on. You just got to be careful that right now we're at that daily support. Let's take a look at the weekly now. So the weekly is bearish. We've rejected. We're coming back into the zone. And the monthly starting to retrace after breaking a high. So taking a look at the 4-hour, yeah, it's the same kind of situation. You can see there's 4-hour support here, but there's also 4-hour resistance like around here. So this is kind of the zone that I wouldn't want to be taking trades in. Okay, the zone between the daily support and the 4-hour resistance. Okay, so this zone here is a no-go. Okay, because we're at that 4-hour, but yeah, we'll continue further and see what else we got on the lower time frames. Let's take a look. So yeah, and you can see, you know, that makes sense. We've already rejected off it here. Rejected off it here. Have a little bit of support here. But again, once we close below, we actually drive down to 37 pretty nicely here. So still potential sells I would look to take. Now let's take a look at the 30 to really refine where we'd want to take them. So taking a look to the left, we had a lot of support around these areas. A lot of support around these areas. Let's take a look further to the left hand side. So if I drew a line on at potentially, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I think that's where you'd want to start to look, because I don't want to be in with these wicks here. We've rejected there before. I've got it to wait until we close below. Let's take a look at the 15-minute candle. Maybe a little bit higher up there. Let's take a look on the left hand side. Yeah, this respects this resistance here. Yeah, closure below, drives all the way down. Have minor levels here that we've got to maybe potentially look at fully down here, but that's fine. How big is that zone? Yeah, it's still 60 pips, and realistically we get and tap this level, so a little bit lower. And then obviously we got to 23.37, which is going to be the target for the day. So yeah, I think we could look for potential sells later on, but they would be below here. Below 23.53.98. Okay, because again, that's when we start to see the dry. That's when we start to see closures, and when we start to push and fill the zone below, which is still a huge zone, right? Yeah, 160 pips. Okay, so doesn't look too bad at all. And obviously here, the 4 hour, you can see we've tapped the support and we're starting to reject from it, so that's fair. If we don't close below 23.60 and we start to close 4 hour bullish, then you could look for buys, but I think it'd be very risky and counter trend, to be honest with you. I want the sells. So what else could you potentially look for? Well, looking at the left hand side, we have some sort of resistance all around these areas, don't we? Okay. Why? Well, we made it as resistance here, made it as support here, made it as resistance here, and then a fake out there. Okay, so potentially what you could do is you could wait for the retracement, and then if you saw some rejection again, so if you see that price, yeah, let's see if it comes up, whatever, like this. Okay, and then when you start to see a change of structure again, maybe bearish back below this support like here, then you could look to take the trade back down. So that's something that I could look to take to get it back down to this support if it does reject. Okay, so that is something that I would want to look for, but apart from that, we just got to wait for the retracement on Goldie. And yeah, as I said, you know, the trades I wanted to take was this one here, and then these here. But sometimes, you know, either a sleeping Asian session or it just ripped down with 150-minute candle. Nothing you can do about it, so you just continue the plays, okay? So that's fine. GJ over here, I'm going to leave these buys now because we kind of floated down. And actually, 640, if you look at 640, is where I'm going to be wanting to take the buys because we get a closure above. Got a nice wick to fill there. That's where I'd want to go at least break even. And then obviously TP2 would be up here, right, to fill this wick. And that's pretty much standard on gold on GJ here because we're very bullish. Okay, now we do have news this morning, which you may want to wait for. We have manufacturing PMI for pound, but you should be okay, I think, later on. So yeah, we'll see how this gold goes. We'll see what we've done before. When we come down, yeah, we need some sort of retracement, and then maybe sells later on. So that would be great for us. Looking at potentially where could you reject as well? Well, here it would be here, wouldn't it? Because we made it as resistance here, tapped into there, we tapped into here, resistance. This is support, support. So yeah, that could be another level that price needs to go and tap first. But again, it's a hard one because we've rejected here so hard. So we'll see. We will see. But again, first kind of target for today would be back down to the lows 54, which is still 100 pips away. So we just got to stay cautious that the fact that we have touched the support before. We've got to wait for the retracement, wait for the rejection, and then maybe res form in. So something like something like this, right? So we need price to retrace just like it's doing now, then find some resistance and then take the cells back down. That is what I'm looking for over here. Okay, in 2 minutes, just gonna quickly go to the toilet and get a coffee. But yeah, we're chilling at the moment. Peace out. 1 sec. Right, so a little retracement on Goldie. So yeah, I think that is the plan for today. Hopefully we can get back down to 53 and maybe further. But yeah, I think overall this week's been okay. I mean, for the most part, I've just struggled to get into gold because it's just been one push that kind of comes out of nowhere, like this one here. Asian session's been moving really nice this week. Very good. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, the only trade that I've took this week is actually this one here. This sell back down. But it was a good day because today already, because the daily closed back below this resistance. So we know it was gonna at least drive. I expected maybe a bit more of a top wick to 93, but that's fine. We pushed down hard. Now it is just the next bit, but I mean, if we do clear 53.98, we've got such a nice zone here to push down to 38. So there is still a lot of movement to be had. Silver Fox coffee and a fag. Yep. Very nice, very nice. How's the weather looking like today? Ah, clouds, bro. Oh my god, the UK weather is washed. What's the weather gonna be like? Saturday is nice. Oh, really? Like, really? Rain today, rain Sunday, rain Monday, rain Tuesday, Wednesday, rain Thursday. Great. Oh my god. Gold 4 hour has a very small top wick. Yeah. It does indeed. It's very much at that resistance here, so kind of want to expect rather shit. Yeah, it's so bad, man. Like, what is this, bro? It's May. Oh my god. We've had the worst weather this year. It actually hurts how bad it is. So I do kind of want this counter reflip, break, and push up higher. So there's more movement coming down. And obviously, in the 4 hour time frame, in 2 hours 20 minutes, if it closes below 2360, that would be great for the sells later on. Because if you look at it, when we close below, like here, we then drive, but if we don't close, we still hold. So that would be an important closure for later on. So this daily on GJ making a lower wick right now. What are they actually expecting on this? Expecting better, greater forecast, greater than previous, sorry, which is not bad. And 8:15 as well. We'll have the French one. But yeah, this is all part of the process. You've got to just be patient. I need to do actually the video on the small account that I'm growing. Which hasn't been too bad. This has been the whole month now. We started on the 21st. And it's not been too bad. A little bit slower through May than I'd want. But actually, overall, still pretty good. £432 profit. To start us off. So I'll show you kind of how we compound this now. So what I'm going to do at the end of the month is add a bit more. Well, actually, probably now, to be honest. After I've done the video. Add maybe another £300 or £400. And then, you know, trade again for the month. Probably add on a little bit more of a lot. Maybe from 0.15 on gold to 0.2. And then 0.4 on GJ. To just continue compounding and adding to the account. And that's the best way to compound and, you know, add a little bit to the account a month until you get to a reasonable size, and then you'll be off skis. Probably around 5-10k. So this happened at 2 o'clock. Was there any news? Yeah. Inflation expectations. Price of goods during the next 12 months. So Aussie expecting still 4% in the next 12 months. Fucking hell. It should make a top wick first, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind because, you know, here we didn't make much of a top wick. Here we didn't really either. And it is right at that resistance. But yeah, anything above there, seeing rejection would be good. But yeah, I said, looks like a great day for gold. Let's get it. Because I was discussing, you know, how nice it looks for the sells later on. And again, it's worked, right? Can you show your GJ chart, please? Yeah. But yeah, that's why I said on Instagram and TikTok yesterday is, sometimes, you know, price moves when you're not looking or when you're not trading in your pair, you know, at certain times, or maybe it just doesn't give you a closure, and that's fine as long as you know that zone was going to be clean and pushes. You know, when it does close, you'd have taken that trade. So I wouldn't get too worried about that. That's very important. Very importante. I suppose as well you can see the daily had some sort of resistance here as well, which is what we've tapped and then drove from. So was nice. Sometimes you get jealous of Asian session traders, but not very often. So normally they're jealous of ours, especially NY. But like, man, I wish I could have traded NY. That's where all the moves are. But this week you can see London's been pretty miff. You can see London session was, well, you can just do this here. The only London session, which was, that wasn't even London session, this is London session. So you had a fake out and then a range. This one you had fake out, range. Okay. And then obviously let's take a look to the right hand side. We then had a push today, but right at the start of London, 6:30. Yeah, not bad. We'd always look at that, right? If you're, you know, if you're like, oh man, I haven't taken any trades in London session, just go and highlight the zone and go, right, could I have actually taken any trades? Well, not really. Shit was ranging for most of the day. You know? Where is that? I just moved it accidentally. There we go. Okay, so 15 is going to close in 20 seconds. Bearish. Interesting. The issue you have here is, you know, is it the 30-minute making the lower wick to then reflip? Yeah, that's quite a big rejection 15-minute candle, isn't it? Look how strong it is. So, a little bit cautious there. So yeah, I mean, GJ yesterday, the news came out. So let's take a look at this news, right? 7 o'clock it came out. And we expected it was 2.3. The forecast was 2.1, so it was better than expected, right? The forecast was better than expected. And this is why you saw a push on GJ. They expected it was 2.1, it's actually 2.3. So not as bad. Not as bad. 15 closed, made a little bit of a top wick already. Started to reflip, break the low. This hourly's got 13 minutes left. Yeah, 61 is going to be the issue, I think. That's what we've rejected before. Same with here. Same with there. Same with there. Yeah. So you don't want to be taking really trades below, above 2360 unless you get the rejection and then you're getting higher and then run to 60. So I think the main decider of today would be the weight of the 4 hour. So we have quite a lot of news on US today as well. We have unemployment claims later on, flash manufacturing, a lot of news through NY. So you got to be a little bit cautious there, but oh my god. The number of individuals who filed unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week, expecting less than before. So less people are unemployed, which is good, which means gold should go down. Okay, so if this forecast comes out as 220 or anything lower than 222, it's probably going to see some more gold bearish signs. Because it's good for US, right? I saw Bayer Leverkusen lost. Their running streak is lost. They finished. Yeah, look. This guy single-handedly just bummed them. And they were like bang in the corner every single time, bro. Look at this other goal. Wait. Look at this goal here, bruh. Oh. And then the last one was good as well, actually. Look at this. For the hat trick. That is a fucking goal. Very nice. I still think a retracement of 73 is needed. I think it's quite important we get it. To go retest the previous zone as well and then see what it wants to do. So you can see right now we're right at this resistance, 2365, we'll see. It's been a previous quite a hard resistance. So the Audi's got 9 minutes left for closes bullish. That'll be fine for the next counter push, and then maybe actually fair. It's London session's in 10 minutes, so that may bring in the volume, even though the London session volume has been so shit recently. Very slow. No volume. The UK ain't no powerhouse anymore, man. Literally, London Open would bring in some significant volume on all the charts, and it's been garbage. It's been very slow, so that's why I wait on. If you actually look at a lot of my trades recently, they've been later on in the day, like 3:30, 4:30. Much later on. And also, you know, for Friday, if this daily candle closes below 2360, this resistance slash support, that would be great then to drive to 2337. But I do think we could potentially get that trade today. So, depending, if you get below 53, I think we'll be guns blazing here. Nice, clean zone. So that would be preferred later on. Some of the Instagram said don't talk about that gold trade, bro. Looks like a lot of people have missed it. But did they miss it? Did they stick to their plan? That's what I did. So 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left for the French news. No, French news at 1:15. Still got a while for the news. But yeah, the caution and the issue again, as I said, is this. Like, you can see we made resistance here. One sec. Resistance here, resistance here, support here, support here, support here, rejection here. So this zone here is the one that I'm cautious for before getting in, because we could bounce up and reject. My whole kind of trade for today was to get down to that support. So because we've already done that, it's, you know, gotta wait for further below. Or you have the retracement and then you have the res form in here. Something like that. Oh. Oh, did I just delete that completely, bruh? There we go. So there's 15 looking like it's not broke the previous high. It's still respecting. 30 minutes going to close maybe bearish here in 2 minutes time. Yeah, and this is going to be the first TP level, because you see we react off it. That's 53 pips to there though, which is not bad. It's actually a little bit lower, it's like here. Beautiful. But how has your guys' week been so far? We've been a little bit slow. Again, it's coming towards the end of the monthly though, and the monthly was as expected though. We expected the monthly on gold to fill the previous wick. We did this. GJ, we expect the monthly to still fill the wick. Still got 8 days left, expecting us to go fill to 200.54. But it's been amazing GJ through the month. Very, very nice. yeah, it's been an okay month. It's been a little bit harder, but compared to April. But April was a very nice month. It was beautiful. Okay, so London opened right now. Hourly candle closed bullish. 50-minute candle closed doji. Wow, what is this volume, bro? Come on. Let me see some London session volume. It's so fast, brother. So he has no top wick, potentially breaking the previous low. But again, is this just the hourly making the low wick to flip? So makes it a bit harder now. But again, that's fine. Roger said you were streaming. See, Roger, I haven't been on Roger streaming donks, bro.
Not comfortable in the sells. I'm more comfortable in the buys. So if the buys come up, I'll execute a buy. But if the sells go forward, then you know it is what it is.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take the sells below this, above this support.
Can I trade your broker? Yes. Reason you prefer London, pre-London, New York on gold? No, I trade all sessions. How many hours are you active during London session? Maybe 2 hours. 2 hours.
And that, you know, that whole statement, how he doesn't want to take sells, is because of this support on every time frame. So strong. And even though we are bearish, you don't want to be taking the sells here, because even if it does reject, you know, your stops, no matter how big they are going to struggle, because it's still respecting it. Look at that volume, bro. 8 o'clock, really nothing. So you just gotta wait for the volume to come, which is probably gonna be a little bit later on. Again, there is 9:30 news, which you could be waiting for as well, but there'll definitely be some gold trades later on, because you'll have the news, you have the volume, and it'll pick the direction for the day. Even though it kind of already has, because the dailies broke the previous low and continued. But furthermore, there's obviously clearly a lot of volume in gold right now. And just in terms of like why you can't, well, why I'm not looking for trades here, just to show you is that obviously the daily's bearish, the 4-hour time frame is bearish, the hourly time frame closed bullish. Right now it's making a lower wick. It doesn't have a top wick yet, so it's very likely going to go make one, but obviously you're bearish. The 3-minute candle, same thing, you know, closed bearish, no top wick yet, so potentially could make one. So it does make things just a little bit harder to pick out, and that's why there's no trades right now. You just gotta wait to clear this zone to 54. You can see this 4-hour over here, we wick down to there, which is pretty much the same wick as this one. So it is interesting. If this 4-hour closes back above 73, that would be great for the buys. But again, it's got to break. It's got to close above 73 for me, because that's the res that we hold. Okay, so arriving back at the 4-hour support right now. If you're in gold sells, I'd be break even, because if this candle reflips, it's gonna probably retrace a little bit further to 73. This is good. I'm glad the zoom actually works now. Yeah, boy. Somehow it works now, which is good. Don't know what I did differently. Do, do, do. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you could potentially say as well is that, can you see that when we're breaking? So like here. And here, can you see that we're not retesting? So there is levels to go back and retest first. And they've been kind of consistently just pushing down without any retests, which is not the best sign. You like to see price retest certain levels. To be fair, it's kind of the same thing here. Okay, here we go. There's the rejection. I'm gonna make a top wick for the hourly. Low wick rejecting 62. And you know, this trade here, the lower wick, and it's nice, it's holding this support to the left. However, the only difference is we're obviously bearish right now, and before we were bullish, making support. So it's a hard one for me to take, because the 4 hour is still bearish. At any moment we can rip. So I'd much rather wait for the retracement and then the sells later on, because that's the overall direction of the day. And it means that, you know, if you take a losing trade like this one, if you took a buy here, what are you going to say in your journal? Oh, well, everything was bearish. It was all bearish. We just held a little support. It's not the best kind of quality trade. Wow, GJ is really not moving. Damn, boy. Nope. Nice GJ, nice structure. Arranged in a 5-minute push. So this will be the daily making the lower wick. Already broke the high. Retrace. Yeah, I decided on the small account I was doing a 0.3 in gold and it's too big for the account, so I've put it down to half lot now. Yeah, gold is half lot and then GJ is full 0.3. Alright, 2.6. Worst case scenario, all you got to do is wait for this 4 hour to close in an hour and 40, and that'll kind of tell you what's up. If it closes below this yellow line, then it could be good for the sells. And that's what I'll focus on today, I think. How big was this move? Fucking hell, 180 pips. Damn! Damn, boy! So I think I'm going to leave it off over here, guys. I don't really see anything until this 4 hour closes. Again, this hourly could be just making the lower wick to flip. It could be, you know, the 30 minutes are closing bearish, maybe to continue down. But I don't want to be taking sells in this area. I want to wait below 53. Because for me, that is where you start to get the easier moves, okay? And not getting trapped in these wicks, rejecting potentially. GG, I don't know what GJ's doing. GJ's just chilling. 4 hours closed bearish. Doji previously. The next one's broke the low. Daily is retracing, but there's nothing really that I need to see here. We'll just hold on a little bit more because it looks like they're starting to get some volume on Goldie here. A little bit further. Probably wait for this 30 to close, actually. Yeah, I think that 6:45 closure is great because if you look to the left, you have clean zones all the way down to here, at least, which is 61 and further. It ain't too bad. So yeah, I'm gonna wait off of you guys. Peace out. See you guys later on. Make sure to stay tuned on Instagram for the trades. Probably I'm gonna be taking later on. But yeah, stay safe. Wait for this, you know, for more confirmation here because we're at a critical level, which makes it a little bit harder. But it just means you've got to stay with your discipline and wait out. Okay, peace out, guys. GJ being weird, yeah, man. It's just not doing that much, is it? Just giving it a retrace the daily. But yeah, peace out, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll see you later on. Hopefully, a bit of a more interesting day soon. But yeah, peace out, guys. Adios. Adios. See you later, Zoom. Adios. See you guys later. Peace out. See you later, alligator. See you later.